And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, do you want to live the high life? Do you want a lot of money, fame, and fortune without working very hard? Well, I don't really have any help for you there, but that's what the theme of this game. Get rich quick. Risk it all for the high life. I don't know. That doesn't look that fun, the high life. But hey, anyway, that's what people dream about. So in this game, this is a simultaneous card game. It is a really entertaining one. I had a chance to play it early. In fact, the copy I have here is a pre-production copy. It's pretty close to the final copy, but not everything is finished here. So we're going to but the gameplay itself is all done and everything. Let's take a look at how the game plays, and I'll tell you why I like it. Now, the goal of this game is to get fortune points. Fame and fortune, lots of fortune points. And you're going to be doing that by getting money and by playing cards. Now, each round of the game, players are going to take a handful of cards that they have. You have 7 different cards, and you're going to pick 3 of them and play them face down in front of you. Then you're going to flip them, and then everyone will resolve their number 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Number 1's pretty simple. You want money, then work for it. You play this, you get $1,000. You can also try to invest in penny stocks. You have to pay $1,000, so if you don't have it, you can't play this card, and you'll get $3,000 back. So essentially, this gives you $2,000 rather than 1. But if everybody plays this, then no one gets anything. All right, but you still have to pay the $1,000, and you don't get the $3,000 back. Invest in real estate. Here you pay $2,000, get $6,000 back. This is even better. But if at least 2 other players don't play the card, you're fine. So if you're playing a 4-player game and only 2 players play this, you're fine. But if 3 players play it, well, tough luck. No one gets anything. And the launch a startup, this is the best payoff. You pay $3,000, get 10 back, but it only works if you are the only person to play the card. Then you can play the lottery. You just roll 5 dice. You get 3 of a kind, you get $4,000 back. If you get 4 of a kind, 10,000 back. 5 of a kind, 30,000 back. Well, that's kind of crazy odds. 3 of a kind isn't going to happen very often. Then 6, you can shop. You can buy a spot on the board or more cards. And 7, that's a way to get a fortune point. You're trying to get 25 of those. Now, shopping is an important part of this game. One thing you do when you can shop, you can take more lottery cards, more work cards, or take a break cards, add those to your hand so you can play those multiple times. But more importantly, you can take a meeple of your color and place it on the board. So, for example, all the middle spots are ways to get points. Pay $6,000, get 2. Pay $9,000, get 3. Pay $14,000, get 5. Pay $25,000, get 10. But you also can go here and get special abilities. Like here, when you play the lottery, you can re-roll up to 3 dice. Here, if you do roll 3 of a kind, you also get 2 fortune points. So if you want to do stuff with the lottery, this section's worth it. Here, you can now play 4 action cards per turn instead of 3. And here, every time a startup launch busts, which is the number 4 card, if someone ever plays that and messes over, you get a fortune point. I guess you're taking pleasure in someone else's. Here, anytime you play the penny stocks and it fails, or any of those cards and they fail, you get $1,000 back. That's insurance. Here's a private jet. Whenever you take a break, that's card 7, where you get 1 fortune point, you can pay $2,000 and get 2 more fortune points. This is for people who want to buy things. Here you can buy 2 things instead of 1, and here all future purchases cost $3,000 left. Penny stock buy-ins, if you go here, anytime someone plays the penny stocks, you get all the money that everybody plays. It comes to you. And then major promotion and promotion. Here, when you play the work card, instead of getting $1,000, you'll get $3,000. And here, instead of getting $1,000, you'll get $2,000. And finally, when you take a break, you can pay $1,000 and get an extra fortune point. So players are just going to keep going around and playing their cards until one person, money doesn't mean anything. It's all about fortune points. And then whoever gets those 25 fortune points wins the game. There are a few minor quibbles I have. I really don't like paper money. Never have liked paper money, so not keen on that in this game. And the fortune tokens are a little thin, although again, this is pre-productions. Maybe they're thicker in the final copy, but I thought they were in. The artwork, though, I like the card play, and that's really where the game is. Simultaneous card play. And it's just outthinking the other person. As you sit there and say, okay, I'm going to play this card, you're not going to play that card. You can even talk about it. I'm going to play. I mean, you could just take the easy way out. You could work hard, and you can take a break. So get some money, take a break, but you're not going to go far. You got to take some chances every once in a while, invest money, and hope to win back big. Everyone starts with $5,000, so you got to figure out, what am I going to buy first? Should I buy one of those extra cards? So that's useful. Or should I buy a spot on the board? My favorite strategy, when I say favorite strategy, it may be the only strategy I ever do, is to up my gambling. I love gambling. I buy extra gambling cards, let myself have the reroll, give myself points when I gamble, and I like that. It's fun. And of course, it's lucky, and meanwhile, maybe someone else will have a better chance if they just invest well. And the more gambling I do, the less investing in stocks I'm doing, which means those other people can play those cards and not worry about me messing them over. So then I think, maybe I should play those cards. Now, I'm making this game sound super strategic. It's not. It's a light family game, but I like this. It's a great gateway game in this regard. The simultaneous card selection in this kind of level of lightness, there's very few of them at all. This is a great game to get people and say, how do you play this? Oh, invest money and get money back. Well, people understand that. And then, oh, here you get a special ability. How many special abilities are there? Well, there's like 10 or 15. It really works well. If you have some family or friends and you're trying to get them to play a game, this is one I would really highly recommend. And if you're just looking for a light, fun game where you want to get a lot of money, which won't win you the game, but you can turn into points, this is fun. The game does not take that long. The box says 30 minutes, and that's pretty accurate. 3 to 5 players. It has that low end of 3 players. It doesn't work with 2 because you're trying to outthink other people. And with 3 people, it is an interesting game to play with 3 people because I don't want to play the same card as you or you. And with 4 people, things change up a little bit, and there's more fighting in the middle of the board. But I think it just flows faster. It's a little bit longer with 5. I think 4 may be the sweet spot, but with all the number of players, I just had a lot of fun with it. Just outguessing other people. I have I call them technologies, but the little spots on the board that are mine, I can play a little bit differently than everybody else. A little bit of luck, a little bit of bluffing, and a very short play time. So I think this is one that a lot of people are really going to enjoy. We certainly had fun playing it. I don't think you'll get rich. This is certainly not you shouldn't follow the philosophies in this game. But playing it, a lot of fun. Dice Tower Judgment, excellent.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!